All these leaves here were collected from the pool in about 2 hours time.
What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today we've got an awesome video where we're going to be testing and comparing two of the best robotic pool cleaners out there on the market, the Scuba S1 and the Scuba S1 Pro, both of them from Aiper. And we're also, as an added bonus, going to be testing out this little spaceship here called the Surfer. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so today we've got an awesome video. We're going to be testing and comparing two of the best cordless robotic pool cleaners out there on the market from Aiper, the Scuba S1 and the Scuba S1 Pro. I've got a separate review that I did about 6 months ago on this one right here, more in depth if you guys want to check it out, because today we're going to be focusing on this one here, but I wanted to add in some comparisons to make it easy for anyone that's trying to decide between the two. So let's get straight into that. This one here I've had for about 6 months. Honestly, perfect. I've got nothing to complain about. So I'm really curious to see what this one can do compared to this one here. 6 months it's been sitting outside. I leave it outside. I don't put it in any kind of storage or undercover or anything like that. So it's exposed to all the elements and it's honestly looking like the day that I got it. It's very, very well made. That's something that I really like about Aiper. Not only the design, but the build quality is unreal. No fading, no real issues, no drying, no cracking. It sits in a saltwater pool, so we've got a perfect little finish right there. Very, very happy with that. The main differences here between the two of them we're going to get into right now. So they're both suitable for pretty much most of your pools out there. In ground, above ground, concrete, vinyl, fiberglass, tiled. This one's here can handle pretty much anything out there. Now with regards to both of them, this one here is designed for 1,600 square feet. Now we don't work in feet here in Australia, we use square meterage, so 150 square meters. Now with the larger one, this one here is rated at 200 square meters, which is about 2,150 square feet. So they're both designed for pretty much the larger pools. I've got a 9 meter by 4 meter roughly sized pool, and that's a decent sized pool. And this one here honestly tackles it with no problems at all. With regards to runtime, 150 minutes on the smaller unit and 180 minutes on the larger unit. So 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and to be 100% honest, in about 2.5 hours, I can clean my whole pool, no problem with the smaller unit. And that's pretty interesting to see how this one here is going to handle it, because we've got the flow difference. Now with regards to flow, the way I like to think about it is it's pretty much the efficiency of the actual unit. And the reason why I think about it like that is it's how much water it can actually take in or suck into the unit and filter out. The smaller unit does 70 gallons per minute. Once again, we're in Australia, so that's 265 liters per minute. That's a lot of water that it can suck in, filter out, and move on to the next section. This larger one here is 100 gallons per minute, which is 379 liters. So a couple main differences. Once again, this one here has one single unit with regards to its filter basket. It's got a fine filter basket here, 180 and honestly, you guys can check it in my other video. No problems at all in trapping the finer debris. So a lot of sand was getting captured in here. Sand, dirt, pretty much anything can get caught up into this one here. 3.5 liter basket on the smaller unit, and on the larger unit, which I'll show you guys a bit of a close-up on the larger unit in a second because I want to focus on this one here. 5 liter basket here, once again exactly the same, fine filter basket, 180 with the addition of a little cartridge filter. So this one here is even finer, which will be interesting to test out in the long run. And the reason why I say in the long run is that one there, my understanding of it is pretty much going to be for the really, really fine algae type material that you see built up in your cartridge filter of your main pool pump. And over months of using the swimming pool, I find that it turns green over time. So I don't really expect to see anything at the moment, but we'll test it out and see if it does actually trap anything in that fine filter. Now, once again, a couple more little differences. This little unit here, we've got just one roller on the front. And with the larger one, we've got a roller on the front and on the back. So that's going to be interesting to test out, especially with a couple other extra features that this one here's got, which we're going to get into in a second. Main things here, pricing. Obviously, pricing is a big factor for everybody. $1,000 here in Australia on average for the Aiper S1, and the S1 Pro, is roughly about $1,500. So for anyone out there in America, about $525 US, and this one here is about $850. So it's not too much of a difference between the two in terms of price. Anytime I can afford to buy the larger unit, or a better higher end product, I always try and get the larger one so I don't have any regrets. But there's not that much difference between the two in terms of price. So we're going to test it out and see how much there is in terms of features and performance. If there's one thing that I want you guys to take from this whole video here, it's probably the most important thing, is that they both have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So anytime a company offers 30-day money-back guarantee, they've got full confidence in their product that it's going to perform and you're going to be happy with it exactly the way that you're pretty much expecting to get when you're buying one of these units. And anytime they offer that, you can buy with confidence. And that's one of the most important things here. It's a large company, they're not concerned. They know that their product performs the way it's supposed to, and they're pretty confident that you guys are going to be happy with it as well. But 30 days money back guarantee is something to take from this, because if you buy it and you're not happy with it for whatever reason, you can return it back to the manufacturer. But I'm sure you guys are going to be happy with whatever product you decide to buy. Now, they both have 2 years warranty, and the company provides all products, parts for the products, which are available on the line, and they're actually pretty cheap. So this company's not going anywhere anytime soon. Let's have a closer look at this larger unit here, because it's still brand new, and I need to peel all this plastic here that I've been itching to peel off. So we'll quickly have a quick close look at here, and we'll see some additional features that it's got. So let's have a closer look at this unit here. This one here has got an awesome handle on the front that you can actually grab completely. The other one is just designed for a hook. That's for the retrieval hook. So let's peel some of this plastic that I've been itching to do for a while now. So let's get rid of all this plastic here. That is nice. I really love these Caterpillar treads here. Really good quality. It's something that I can't actually put through here on it in a video. But if you run your hands on all these little exterior components here, especially the bristles on the front, the finish, the quality of the material is honestly unbeatable. I haven't felt anything like this, and even in my last video, I just never get bored of rubbing my hands on these things. The quality of everything is really, really nice. So let's have a close look here. Like I said, we've got a roller on the front here, and we've got a roller on the back. So when we have a look at our inlet here, it's pretty decent size. So most of your larger debris is actually going to fit nice and easy straight in there. I can almost completely get my hands inside, and I've got a pretty big hand. So if you have a close look there, you can see we've got a sensor on every corner, and these ones here are infrared sensors. So these are obstacle avoidance sensors, which will be very interesting to test out during summer because it's winter now. My kids like to chase the pool cleaner and try to do handstands on it. So these little obstacle avoidance here, it's either going to work perfectly for me and that the machine's going to get away from the kids, or it's not going to be able to keep up and the kids will do handstands on it once again. But either way, obstacle avoidance, nice and interesting here. We've got our charging port on the back. So just simply charge it, put your plug back in whenever you want to use it, because that's how it stays waterproof. If we have a look at our basket here, we'll open up the back. This here is our 5-litre basket. It's got a little button here on the front somewhere to open it up. And once again, we've got a flap on the bottom here so that we can trap all that debris inside. And that there is our cartridge filter. So the cartridge filter just sits in there. We'll test all of these up here out. Main thing now, I want to test out just how well this one here works with all the leaves and debris that I've got outside. So it's winter here at the moment. The pool hasn't been used for quite a while now, and there's a lot of debris in the pool, so it's going to be a perfect time to test it and see just how well it cleans it. With regards to our features here, we can just simply turn that on, and we've got a big LED light here. Different colors will represent how much battery life you've got left as well, and then you can just simply press the button and cycle through your 4 modes. Now, the 4 modes are the same as what you have on the Aiper S1, which is your floor, floor and wall, and then you've got your auto mode or your eco mode, which basically periodically every 48 hours it'll clean for about 45 minutes. So if you wanted to leave this unit in your pool, it'll constantly or consistently every 48 hours go out for 45 minutes. and just do a little maintenance upkeep. I personally don't use it. I'll just throw it in once a week and let it do its thing. But that's an added feature there if you did want to keep it away in the pool while you're on holidays or anything like that, and it can just simply run through. We also have the feature of being able to use it on an app. So the S1 can't be connected to an app that they have, the S1 Pro can, and the added features about that is probably there's one main one that I'm going to discuss with you guys, but you can also monitor, you can track, you can do a whole bunch of things on the app, but the firmware update is the main thing that I'm looking at, because with the S1, with regards to stairs, they don't claim that it can clean the stairs, but they claim that it can climb the stairs. So I had an issue with the S1. It's not really an issue, but no pool cleaner out there can clean stairs, and I really want to see if something can clean stairs. So being able to update this via the app will hopefully over time probably resolve that issue, and I'll be able to create something where it's able to climb up those stairs and clean the stairs nice and easy, especially now that we've got sensors on here, but that's something for the future. Now, one extra feature that we've got here is that it can clean the water line, which they all can clean the water line. This one here has one specific feature that no other pool cleaner out there can do. It basically holds itself up on that water line and will just scrub all the way around on that water line, which is something very, very unique. Most pool cleaners will go up, they'll scrub a little bit, come back down, and then I'll move on to the next spot. This one here will go up, scrub for a couple seconds, and we'll just slowly pan across all that water line all the way around your pool. So just before we go outside and test the unit, we've got here an added bonus. Like I said, we've got the Surfer from Aiper. Now what this is basically a pool surface cleaner. Anytime I want to have the surface cleaned, I either get a net and pick up all the debris, or I wait for the skimmer box to just simply take in all that debris that's on the surface. Now, I do have an issue, and that is anytime it rains very, very heavily, the water line goes up and above the skimmer box, which means everything that's on the surface doesn't necessarily go into that skimmer box. So this one here is going to be very interesting to test out. We've got a pool outside that's got plenty of debris on top, so we're going to quickly test this one here out. What's interesting about this little product here is that it's solar powered. So if we have a look, it looks like honestly a little spaceship. It's a very awesome, cool looking product right here. It's got two propellers on the back, or two little turbines there, which will hopefully allow it to scoot around the pool surface and clean everything up. But like I said, we've got a solar panel on top. So this one here can be charged with a cord, just simply simple power supply, just like all the other products, or you can just leave it floating around in your pool and the sun will charge that for you. So you'll get about 12 hours of runtime if you did charge it fully. I haven't actually played around with it. We've got little sensors here on the front, on and off button on the back. But with regards to this little solar panel here, check this out. Solar panel on top, press that button, and then you can just simply slide it back. The handle automatically comes out, and we've got a big 5-litre basket right here, which is going to be super interesting. I don't really know much about this product. I don't think it actually has suction. I think it just simply scoots around the top surface of your pool and takes in everything from the impeller on the front. So it's got a little wheel here on the front, but this here is honestly an awesome looking product, and we're going to quickly test it out because I've got a lot of leaves on top of that pool. So this is what the swimming pool looks like, and you can see there's plenty of debris everywhere, all on the surface and also on the floor. We've got 3 large steps here. This swimming pool here is about 9 meters long, 4 meters wide. We've got a little safety ledge that runs all the way along the edge here. And usually I have to sweep off the debris that's on that ledge into the base of the pool, and then the pool cleaner can suck it up. But this one here is really, really dirty. And you can see all that sand and dirt debris that's all on the base here. If we have a look at the skimmer box, you can see the water line is up and above the skimmer box, and that's what I meant with these leaves. They can't all necessarily go into that skimmer box until the water line is a bit below that. So this little Surfer is going to be interesting to test out here. We've got a couple little mini steps at the back as well, and once again that's all full of debris. Everywhere's all debris all throughout here. Plenty of sand all in those corners. The larger unit apparently is better for a intricate or more detailed pool, which we've got all stairs and corners everywhere here. A lot of curves. It's going to be interesting to see just how well this one here picks up. Turn this one here on. We'll press start and drop it in the pool. So it's been about 45 minutes, 99% of the debris has been cleaned up. We've literally got one leaf left here in the middle. We'll see if it's going to get it now. The upside is it picks up little spiders and bugs that are on the surface as well. What we can do at this point is we can actually switch it over to the app and just manually guide this straight to that leaf, pick it up, and that'll be the end of this one here. But about 45 minutes to an hour and all the leaves were cleaned up. So I'm going to quickly take this unit here out. Might as well switch it off now. So we'll press the pause button. We'll pull this one here out. And you can see all that debris in there. We'll take it over to the side and we'll clean this one here out. So we can open it up, pull out that basket, and we've got a little attachment here. And you can see there all the debris that it's been caught in there. And if you have a look on top here, you can see even that fine material as well, and some bugs, probably some spiders as well in there, but this is actually done pretty good. So it not only picked up all the debris, but picked up all the little particles that were sitting on top of the water. And this one he's done a pretty good job. So we'll quickly empty this one here out, wash it, close it up, reinstall it, and this one here is ready for next time. So let's see what the S1 Pro can do. So the machine was running for about 30 minutes and I've just pulled it out because I know there's a lot of leaves and debris in the swimming pool. So we're going to open it up and have a look inside, see how much it's picked up in about 30 minutes worth. Open this one here up and you can see there it's completely filled. We'll pull all these leaves here out. Let's see what's happening down the bottom. You can see all that sand right down the back there. So it has been picking up all that fine sand, which it did as well with the Scuba S1. This little cartridge filter in the back here. Starting to slowly go brown, but I wasn't expecting too much out of it just yet. It's only been in there for about 30 minutes. So we'll quickly wash this basket here out. So we'll close this one here back up. Put it back in the swimming pool. Just going to empty this one here out once more. And once again, we've got plenty of leaves in there. You can see all that sand that's been picked up on the side here. This cartridge filter here, a little bit brown, but once again I wasn't expecting it to pick up too much. But in about 2 hours, have a look at the amount of leaves. This thing is awesome. All these leaves here were collected from the pool in about 2 hours time. So I've switched it over just to clean the water line only. So at the moment it's just climbing up the side of the wall there. It'll get to the edge of the water line, hold itself in position, and that's going to slowly pan all the way across around that pool. So it's a good little feature to get rid of any of those dirty watermarks that you might have on the water's edge or the water line up on top. Bristles are running as well, so it's giving it a good scrub. Once again, awesome little feature. So it's been about 2.5 to 3 hours now. The pool is looking awesome. No more leaves left in there, no more sand, no more dirt. You can see there it's flashing red on the front, which means it's almost out of battery. The stairs are looking nice and clean. The corners, all the mess has been picked up from the corners as well, which is very good. The only areas this one here couldn't get was this little step right here. It's too shallow for it. It's only about the depth of my hand, so the unit can't actually get up there.
but the rest of it is looking very, very nice. Once again, another section here in the corner that's not very deep and it can't get onto, but the rest of it's all come up perfect. Very, very happy with that. And we've only got the stairs, so once again, this unit can't clean stairs, doesn't claim to clean stairs, but I haven't found a unit that can actually clean it. Even a $3,500 pool cleaner, once again, they can't clean stairs for some reason. That's the only thing that it couldn't do. Other than that, everything's looking perfect here.
Alright guys, so time for my final thoughts after playing with these three units and being able to compare all three in one go. The S1 Pro does an awesome job, exactly what I was expecting, especially after owning the S1. It does have a bigger basket, more suction and a longer runtime. So this one here obviously has a few more extra features than the S1, in particular with reuse on the app. Now, one of the downfalls is that you can only use the app while it's actually in the water, which I was a bit disappointed about because I would have liked to have been able to switch between my cleaning modes via the app while it's already in the pool instead of pulling it out and having to press the buttons. I'm a bit simple when it comes to technology, believe it or not. When I first put this unit into the water, I found it for the first 30 minutes it was going back and forth in the same corner and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Of course, because I'm not that big on technology, it was with regards to the app. So I logged into the app, connected everything up, and then realized that there was a firmware update for this one right here, and that's the reason why it wasn't actually working when I first had it. So it does have all the bells and whistles, but you need to keep up with the firmware updates. Speaking of firmware updates, at the moment, these don't clean your stairs. No pool cleaner out there unfortunately cleans stairs, but with regards to the firmware update, I'm sure once they figure out a way how to clean stairs, I'll be able to simply put that in through the app and you'll be able to download it and install it onto your current unit. So that's something to look forward to in the future, that any updates that come along the way, you'll be able to update that onto your unit and it'll be able to incorporate that. With regards to me, I'm personally like old school, simple kind of unit. Press the button, throw it in, walk away, come back and just pull it back out. And that's exactly what you get with the S1. So for extra $500, you get all the bells and whistles, added features, and also being able to use it via the app. So it's honestly up to you guys. With regards to the surfer over here, this thing honestly works better than I thought. For me in particular, especially on my pool, I've got a skimmer box, so the vast majority of times I'm relying on the skimmer box to pick up everything on the surface. However, when it does rain very heavy, which unfortunately seems to be happening too often these days, the surfer will come in handy. It not only picked up all those leaves with ease, it also picks up spiders and any other insects or twigs or anything that's on the surface, which I found super useful, especially when the waterline is above my skimmer box. So this one here actually works very nice. It's one of the best looking spaceships I've seen, especially on the back there, those propellers or little blasters they've got on the back. Surprisingly works very well, and because it's got a solar panel on top, you can just leave it in your pool and you probably won't have to charge it very often at all. So that there is the 3 units tested all in one video. I was only planning on testing out the S1 Pro. However, because I've got the S1, I threw it in there as well. And also the surfer here is something that's usually bought alongside one of these 2 units here. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. You've learned something new and I've made your decision just that little bit easier. At the end of the day, guys, keep in mind 30 days money back guarantee. That's probably the biggest selling point here. Price point is really good, the quality is really good, and the build is absolutely awesome. But 30 days money back guarantee is my biggest selling point whenever I'm buying something. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Bill's How To.